the channel. In this video, we are going to discuss about research and publication as an open platform for geographers. Throughout our discussion, our main agenda will be to understand how research publication will be helpful for geographers in their academic and professional career. When we talk about research, we all know what is research, what are the different type of research, and how we do research in different way. Here I just made an attempt to bring all the classifications of research in a single flowchart, and based on purpose we can broadly classify research into academic and professional. In my last video I discussed about how to have a proper time and work management for achieving successful academic research work. So this proper time management based work will give you not only hands on experience but also a specialized area for your academic research purpose. In your professional purpose, also, you should have a proper time and work management so that you can have a better research outcome. Let us quickly have a glance on different type of research. When we consider data used in a research work, research can be broadly classified into quantitative, qualitative and semi-qualitative. It should be noted that no research can be completed by considering only qualitative or quantitative data. Most of the research include a combination of both qualitative and quantitative data. Secondly, based on the objectives of research work, they can be broadly classified into three types, including fundamental research, applied research, and action research. Now, fundamental research, which is also called as basic research or pure research, refers to studies which enhances existing disciplinary knowledge pool. In case of applied research, the acquired disciplinary knowledge is utilized to find solution for any research problem. Now, action research is one-time research which include research work to bring out sudden solution or assessment of existing scenario of phenomena under observation. When we talk about nature of findings of research work, various types of research can be broadly categorized into descriptive, explorative, analytical, and explanatory research. As we all know, some research works are carried out in lab involving some experiments, whereas some are worked out without experiments supported by descriptive facts and figures. Hence, based on work, we can broadly classify research into experimental and non-experimental research. Considering the approaches involved in research, some research are carried out involving assessment of same selected samples for long duration of time based, and such type of researches are called as longitudinal approach based researches. On the other hand, cross-sectional approach-based research works involve assessment of different samples in different period of time. Now, keeping all these classification apart, when we view research work from disciplinary aspect, the earlier mentioned all type of research can be broadly classified as disciplinary, multidisciplinary, and transdisciplinary research. Disciplinary research involves studies which are carried out based on single disciplinary aspect. When research are carried out considering aspects belonging to more than one discipline, such studies are categorized as multidisciplinary research. At the same time, when research works bring out outputs which are combined which have combined characteristics of multidisciplinary approach or aspects, such research works are called as transdisciplinary research. In the earlier video, a detailed discussion on how to work out academic research works involving disciplinary, multidisciplinary, and transdisciplinary research was discussed. So, it's a suggestion that please go through earlier video and have a detailed review about this fact. Now look at the flowchart. You can list out a number of research types, and most of us would have involved in few such types of research. But here, one interesting and significant fact is to be noted that how many such research work reach its end destination. We are 100% sure that whenever we start with a research work, we try to finish it on time by uplifting our research ethics. But are we really sure that our research work reach its end users? Most of us have a doubt in that case. Now, the fundamental fact that any researcher must understand is research work never ends, as it is a continuous process of searching knowledge from known to unknown. We study about different phenomena on Earth, its characteristics, spatial distribution, and how they change in a particular period of time. Hence, after completing a research period, that phenomena will continue to change, and it's the responsibility of every researcher to trace out the trend of changes and its existence even after completing a scheduled and allotted task of a research work. This is the moment when most of us fail. As discussed earlier, we carry out research either for academic or professional purpose. Hence, in that case, the allotted task for us will be to do research and submit the research document in an organization within the prescribed scheduled time. Hence, the proposed research work will end up as a research document found in a hard copy, whereas the actual destination of the research output may be local people living in that study area, organizations working in the study area, techies who utilize such skills and techniques, or the public, which includes you and me. So, in such situation, what a research scholar should do? Definitely, a true researcher should publish his research work so that his work will be open for view, references, and updating and solving real time world problems. And here comes the importance of research publication, which is an open platform for geographers to discuss, defend, and contribute their ideas, theories, solutions, and suggestion for the development of society as well as development of geography as a discipline. Moving one step forward, accepting the fact that research publication is a must and the need of the hour in the field of geographical research work. Let's see in what way these research publications will help us in our academic and professional purpose. Starting from academic purpose, various research publications in the form of research papers, newspaper articles, magazine articles, chapters, books, academic research documents which are published in InflibNet, etc., provides a platform for young geographer to exhibit their ideas, skills, and future perception about the real world. Now, on one hand, students or scholars are getting a platform to represent their ideas and research techniques. At the same time, students are also able to have research papers in their name, which will give them academic scores in their career. In case of professional purpose, research papers, e reports, newspaper articles, books, etc., are the best research publications providing an open platform for scientists, professors, research assistants, and technicians to exhibit their ideas, skills, innovations, patent, and sustainable planned solution and perception related to various aspects of real world. In turn, these academicians and scientists they receive professional scorecard. For example, for academicians, they have API scorecard in which research papers or conferences, seminar proceedings, as well as books have their own ratings. And this in turn help them to score mark in their professional career. Now, if these research publications are that much important in our career, then we must have a glance on common types of research publications which we can utilize to publish a part or a whole of our research work. I hope now you have a wide idea about what are the possibilities of research publications in geographical research work. Among these listed type of research publications, journals are the most popularly selected form of publication for both academic as well as professional purpose. Now, as I introduced you with these publication opportunities, it is my responsibility to lead you further. It is the most accepted fact that every research work, irrespective of being academic or professional, must be supported by minimum one or two research papers which are published in some recognized index journals. This is just to make sure that the particular research work is discussed and presented in an open platform for its perfection. But in the present scenario, where there are number of journals available in front of us for publication of our article, the selection of the most suitable one is a great challenge. Hence, before approaching any journal for publication of our articles, we must do some homework based on experts' opinion. Now, journals are actually available in three levels, which can be classified as international level, national level, and local level. These journals publish articles periodically, for example, yearly, half yearly, and quarterly. Now, based on recognitions of journals, their mode of functioning, and other measurement factors, journals can broadly be classified into two. They are trustworthy journal and predatory journals. The trustworthy journals are also called as true journals, which are recognized by international committee and are indexed by popular institutions. Research papers are peer reviewed by group of editors and they never ask payment for research paper publication. On the other hand, journals without recognition and less experience, they don't have any peer reviewed process of accepting research papers, and those journals most probably ask for publication fees. In the upcoming video, we will be discussing about what are the characteristics of journals and what are the factors which are to be concerned while publishing research papers in journals.